Hello, beautiful, amazing, fantastic world, and you, wonderful, beautiful, magnificent, sublime individual you. Today, I would like to speak about beginnings, no, ends and beginnings. It would have been beginnings and ends if we actually were tomorrow, but today it is endings and beginnings. We are now at, well, the last day of the year, where you truly feel that the whole of this year is behind us and, well, a lot of experiences, a lot of things to have grown and learned from, also become pissed off about, and, being human, having a certain reverence for the year despite all of the struggles, the gratitude for all that you learned, all that you've gone through, be it kind or less kind, and what have we earned in personality as human beings? What have we earned as inner foundational strength? And how conscious are we in building and developing these inner foundations? It is like building a temple, and this temple, first and foremost, we build the materials, and then we test out the materials. And if the materials crumble, we start again and build materials stronger in a different, albeit similar way. It is all about adjusting where it is necessary, and being flexible and alive and awake where it is asked of us. So by having this feeling of aliveness from the ending of this year and to the beginning of a completely new year, where there is so much to, well, aspire to strive towards, inner mastery, becoming and having the insight and learning what it means to be a human being, an individual, unique, or and also well, you are an individual, a personality, an ego, an I. And this I, we are meant to strengthen. Not strengthen as in becoming egotistical or only self-serving. No. It is about purifying your spirit, your center, so that your whole being can follow. Because the purest being you have is the ego, is the spirit. The spirit, and I'm not talking about the ego here, the shadow image of the spirit, because that is what it is. The mind is a dead mirror image of what the spirit is. For the spirit creates your whole being, including your brain, including your spine, nervous system, circulatory system, and metabolic limb system. All of these are built by spirit. And we utilizes all of these to perceive and to also getting to know and understand things around us, but in a limited way, because we isolate our specific incarnation so that we learn specific lessons in the incarnations. Or else we would have experienced everything in every incarnation, but we don't. We follow along on certain rhythms and certain flows based on past lives. And based on past life is also who we are as personalities, how much we have either unfolded or neglected to unfold our personality and individuality in relation to the whole. Now, of course, holding reverence and knowing that we never fully quite measure up. Having that, always knowing that we can't quite, but it is so worth it to strive towards it. It is something we strive towards despite knowing that it cannot be achieved this lifetime. It cannot be achieved maybe in the next lifetime either. It is about the eternal patience. And from this eternal patience, you truly get the feeling of aliveness and knowing that, well, passing through the gate of death is but a rebirth. It's but a death in the physical and a birth into the spiritual. And when we are born into the physical again, incarnate again, we die in the spiritual and are reborn into the physical. So it is interchangeable states of being, but we never disappear. That is but an abstract concept you cannot get your head wrapped around. You cannot get your soul, your being, in a comprehensive state of it. It is impossible. And what does that mean? It means it's useless. It can't be used for anything. It can be used for making one insecure. It can be used to invoke fears. It can be used to invoke insecurities. And that is what the adversary powers are. For us to overcome these, everyone have them. But it is for us to overcome it through our own inner powers, through devotion, through reverence, through, being God-following. Because when you do, you are being given impulses and inspirations that guides you toward through life in a more, loving way, compassionate way. There are other ways to go. And to say that I do this because everyone else do it, no, don't do that. Don't do that. That is just lazy. Find yourself, find your own inner soul spiritual being, your individual humanness, which also can be related to through others. Of course, it takes time there are layers to these things and there are deeper understandings. So the more you cultivate, the more you stimulate, the deeper it becomes. And the more you deepen yourself as a human being, the closer you come to the Christ. For the Christ is deep within our own inner soul spiritual being. He is both around us and within us. He is the love, the compassion, the warmth. He is the redemption. He is the hope. You can look anywhere else if you want to. You can see if you find redemption anywhere else. But we find out over time. Nothing is wrong or right as long as you stick to the moral, the good, the true, and the beautiful. And over time you will come to get answers. Because if you are wondrous, if you are curious, truly curious, truthfully curious about God and the higher realms and the divine, they will come to answer you. It's not like they are cruel bullies that will let you hang. No. But we need to have that consistency, the will to find out. And knowing that no matter what people say, that it is not possible, that there is no such thing, all of these are arbitrary. Because how can someone explain and say something doesn't exist when it is not experienced? Imagine someone has heard about Mona Lisa, but has never seen it, but judges it nonetheless. It will feel a little shallow, a little unknowing, a little abstract. You know what I mean here. It is about grabbing onto the truth, the kernel, the center, and sticking to it, no matter what. And, truth is something. You know what truth is. When you are honest with yourself, when you are open, when you have a certain state of being. Now, honesty and truth can be found as a kernel, as a cosmic thing, as something you can grasp onto. But it is so all-encompassing and so variable and so, amazingly flexible in both shape, form, and movement, that it seems like it is countless unique things separate from each other. But they all are the whole. They all are the Lord. And that is the cool part. Because even if you see something in detail at one point is still a part of the whole. And that I will leave you with today, I think. So, thank you for listening to me. I just felt inspiration, so I just had to put out this video. And yeah, it is the 31st today, so I think it was at its place to put it out today and to honor this year and to be grateful for the year to come. To hold to that strength, to that love, cultivating your unique, individual, personal faculties and personality, and connecting it to the whole, allowing you to be an example, showing people through deeds, through action, through state of living, state of being, that there are other ways to do things. And that is what I will leave you with. May Father, Holy Spirit, Christ, Michael, ancient masters of old, ancestors from every incarnation, the Godhead, Seraphim, Cherubim, thrones, Kyriadetes, Dynamis, Exousiae, Archai, archangels and angels, bless, protect, guide, and love you, and may you be provided for with all that you need to survive, live, and thrive, and be creative and inspirational, and a good example to others, so others also can follow along if they so wish. Freedom. And thank you so much. Love you. Beautiful. Goodbye.